Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Lost in Chaos Scar, Season 2, Episode 3, Part 1, Explosion Aftermath. We shall begin, as always, with introductions. And please excuse the mess here. I unfortunately lost all of my numbers and such for where things were positioned and that. So yeah, unfortunately it's not gonna be the greatest setup, guys. But the show must go on. So, here you go. The best I can put together for you guys to actually still be able to see us and see who's talking and whatnot. So yeah, we'll start with, we'll just go left to right. Well, we'll start with Enja, but then left to right.
Alrighty then, hello and good day. My name is Enja Lumerias, and I'll be your storyteller for this evening. I play the allies, I play the enemies, and I orchestrate all sorts of events unless someone comes to me with an idea. And let's just say I have truly no idea how things are really going to be going this time. But for now, I shall pass it over to it was left to right or right to left?
Left to right, so Scruff.
Oh, Scruff it is.
I am ArchineerRob. I shall be playing Scruff, the Grandized type Swinub. I apologize for the lowered quality of voice at the moment. I woke up this morning feeling like I'd swallowed an orange, so this is a lot better. Scruff shall be existing this round session. Yes. On to Raharu.
Hello everybody, I am Raharu and I'll be playing Paz, the solo water type Sobble. And he has just done being able to relax for the first time in forever. So he's wondering what's going to happen next, because he's not aware of the explosion that just that happened outside. So I'm passing it over to Sim.
Hello everyone, I am Razim, and I am playing as Nim. Nimotar Bonechomp, to be precise. Formerly a sentient feral wolf, now he is a midnight lichen rock. Though, you know, when he goes back to another world, he goes back to his actual form. But here he's going to enjoy having, this resemblance of hands. So that's a plus. But anyways, he is a fairy psychic type. Off to you, Chomper.
Hi, I'm Rex Strider, Utah Raptor, geek and indie game showcase enthusiast. I'm playing Chomper, a fire-water type Fuecoco who has gone through a lot within the little days he's been here. He is currently on the up and up. He has had some positive affirmations from, friend-shaped peeps. And currently he's having a little vacation that he will come back to, and surely everything will be great and not a repeat of what's been going on. Moving on over to Taldarius.
Hello, I'm Taldarius, and I will be playing Vane, the dark flying type Murkrow. He is currently just outside of Sigmund's office, standing there, attempting to keep control.
Standing there menacingly.
Menacingly.
Sorry, somebody had to say it.
Alright, and since he volunteered, go with the recap, Rex.
Here we go. Well, there's a lot that happened. I'm going to try my best. And we started off the episode by having a nice dinner. An actual group dinner, which we all talked and we mingled and we ended up discussing what we'd hopefully do, in the plans of Squirrel, which did not end well because CL opened his big fat mouth and began to talk about training, which did not spark any positive reactions for Vane, who immediately slapped that down post-haste. They had a conversation outside, which did not end the best, as CL showed that he had some influences going on as he became very aggressive towards Vane, which Vane calmly said, "Hold up, 1 second," walked over, grabbed a Delphox, who proceeded to judo chop the crap out of his throat, and knock him into the ground, and then hypnotize him, which was later found by a freaked out Chomper who had a PTSD attack. I want to say that Chomper and Paz had a nice conversation. Wade had a nice conversation before that, in which Chomper tried to empathize with what Wade was going through his own things he's going through, as Chomper had been hiding a lot of how he's feeling toward Wade and Scruff, and mostly everybody. But as he saw the totally wrecked body of CL, he had a freak out, as it brought back many of the other times he has seen hurt people in front of him. He went to go tell everybody, and realized how just much the walls were broken, and proceeded to request a talk with Kaza, to which they ended up going to a resort called the Treeway. Hold for applause and also laughter. As we all went to the Treeway, and to a basically pocket or another dimension that Nim has, that he has for his resorts. We ended up having a very personal moment with Chomper and Kaza, where Chomper told Kaza of his backstory he had in the prior episodes, and which was about his family from his past life, and how it was very much a tragic, broken family that ended with losing his father, having an abusive mother, and then having his brother lost due to a thievery gone wrong. This was a moment that Kaza had given Chomper basically support, hugs, kind words, and a ribbon, to which Chomper now hauls in his tail. After which, Nim, who is trying their best to get everybody in the team on track to being a team, has been asking everybody of their friendships, getting not so best answers, as most do not know what's going on and have not talked with everybody. But things are looking good until, well, let's just say something happened. A big explosion, blue explosion, rocked the library. Thankfully, everybody there was able to escape, thanks to Bien. I'm saying it right, Bien. Grabbed Scruff, who had stayed behind to watch out and notify anybody that didn't know about the leave. Thankfully was scooped up, as well as Samantha, who's lost a lot of her stuff. With Bien mumbling some very concerning words, some numbers, sounds kind of robot-y, which Scruff immediately left to inform Vane, who had been currently rolling with Sigmund, in order to try to have some help with the complete spiral that happened, as well as just completely go full heresy, as they are now going. They've pieced together that God is pretty much against us and causing pretty much all this, and has broken a rule in order to explode the location, which was most likely done due to the teleporting that was seen. Scruff met up with them. They conversated and gave each other the information that's going on. And they stopped a charging thing that is unknown to a lot of the characters of what's going on in Sigmund's basement. So when we left off, I believe Nim was just learning about it, had just learned about the explosion. And they ended up rewinding time thanks to Cat. I think
That was
that's
Culty.
it.
It's not Cat.
Culty. Oh, Culty.
It was Culty.
Culty. And now we're back here in the thick of it. Yet another thing to throw into the chaos.
We are truly in it now,
And
boys.
Stanley
That was
died
actually
again.
Yes, we're truly in it.
When are we out of the thick of it?
That was actually a pretty good recap.
Well, it
Yeah.
got less thick when we lost a party member.
Also, Wade's back as
You're
Paz
gonna-
now. I don't think I mentioned that. They changed back to Paz while they were talking with, I believe, Samantha, and they were able to get CL off the floor in time. Thank you, Paz.
Oh, that's true. Wade woke up CL. If he hadn't done that, I'm not sure if CL would have survived that. Who knows how long he would have been asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, what a butterfly effect.
Thank goodness for curiosity.
So, let's start with Scruff.
Alright.
Vane had asked a boon of you.
Remind me again, sorry.
Retrieve Kaza.
Yes, retrieve Casa from the other realm.
Yep.
Oh boy. Well, Scruff will turn around and head back up to the library then. Not sure if in this time frame it's been restored or if it's still a crater, but you shall.
It has been restored at this point.
Scruff will turn around and start towards where he left the crater, see it on the hill, and just kind of stop and stare like, what the fuck? What? And then just full body shake and charge up the hill anyway. It's like, no, one problem at a time. It's fixed currently. It's just going to charge up the hill.
Yep. Alright. Samantha and Bian are outside, but there is quite the crowd, as most everyone from Lulight, even the Guardian Corps members that were still gathering information, have arrived.
Scruff's going through them.
Alright.
Probably
not
he's small and to fit around legs and tails and whatever else.
Yep.
If there's a blockage, he's going through it.
You are otherwise unhindered. As let's see, I believe Nim had come back.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
And Tree had mentioned that there was supposed to be a veil, right?
Yes, the one that usually Sigmund puts up.
Alright, so I
And-
think the
And kind of she'd just gotten too used to it because oops, that's right. He's not the one telling me to oops, sorry. Oops.
Alright, well, first off, I think we need to go find Sigmund in order to get this veil brought up so we can bring them back here. Tree, obviously don't let them come back yet,
I mean, we will
please.
still have one night cycle. I could just go and...
Now, where is... well, actually, the Tree, lead the way to Sigmund's, please.
God, they're going to miss each other because Scruff's homing in on wherever Bean is at the moment. Right past each other in the crowd.
Probably.
AoE1.
Oh. Scruff is homing in on being to demand to know, right, is what's his face the new one? Is he in? Is he back? We need to get the team from wherever we took him.
There is someone else joining you inside the library. Someone else who is also pushing their way through the crowd. It's CL. Hey, what's going on here?
Why are you here?
My kid was there last time I checked.
Oh no, he's gone off to the resort.
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
Okay,
Yeah.
where's that?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Teleportation. He was there, and I blinked, and he wasn't there. That happened to most of the team except Vane and me.
Well, I guess that's just sufficiently far away. I'll try not to be concerned about that.
Scruff blanks because he's not. I'm sorry, but Scruff is not interested in CL at the moment, so he's like,
Yeah,
information
no,
has
that's
been handed
fine.
on, back to the main issue at hand, and he goes off to look for CL. Information given, moving on.
Yep.
Influence.
Oh, already.
Oh, sure. Alright. I'll allow it. Vane.
Yes.
The musical piece that Kaza dug up all the way back in Hamoa wait, no, it was the Lulite Forest. It's starting to play in your head.
This is a good distraction because he is just trying to not notice anything that's going to piss him off until he can have his conversation.
Okay, good.
He is trying to just exist without problem. Luckily, it seems like a bunch of people are around the library right now, which means that he's pretty fucking alone.
Yep. However, Tree is saying, I know where Sigmund is. He has taken a house right nearby, but he also has office. It is missing today. I don't know where it is. So house it is.
All the concerning things in that sentence.
Well, Nim's just following the directions of Tree.
Alright, Tree is leading him out of the library and back to Lulite. I expect Scruff spots him.
Mhm. Hang on. Just for funny. Yeah, I think he spots him.
Alright.
Nice.
Like, I got a 666 there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the worrying number, but I also got a 10, so I don't care.
Yep.
You know what? Good enough.
Yeah.
If you had a 7, I'd be very amused.
Well, Scruff will home in on probably on Tree's voice, see them vanishing into the crowd and just zoom immediately after them. Little tiny, tiny, fluffy homing missile.
Well, I will say Tree does not have an actual voice. It's all
It's
mental.
just-
Comes in on something.
It is merely a psychic projection that that people that she allows hears.
Yeah, she's so
But
fast.
usually she talks sort of just aloud because she's not a very guarded individual. She's ergo in the vicinity. To whomst it may concern within a 15-foot radius. However, you've seen Sigmund's staff plenty to recognize that as Tree. As it is now calling itself.
And Scruff is doing the zoom.
Zoom, zoom,
Zoom.
zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
All right, Nim, you have a small hoglet
Projectile?
at your feet. A tuskless boar. No, hoglets would be
It's
better.
made to capitalize
Scruff,
on
what's up?
users'
I need to know where Kaza is. Need Kaza here now.
He is still in the resort, and I will be bringing him back as soon as we find Sigmund.
Sigmund's at his house with Vane. And they want Kaza.
Scruff, hello! Oh, what a lovely coincidence! We shall go to the house then. Get Sigmund, do the veil, and get Kaza. Maybe everyone too. Or go to the resort, maybe?
They want them here.
Here it is.
And hello, Tree.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. I think I am unharmed. Though I did not like seeing that explosion a second time. I did not.
What do you mean? Wait, the second time?
Oh yes. I don't know if you told. Or I don't know if I told. I was once a fully big tree, and then big guy came down at me, and it was white, black, golden, and he did not appreciate me and told me I should bow and do as he says, and I not really interested. Said he blew the hell out of me. Thankfully, thankfully, one of my good friends had a piece of me still in this world. Elsewise, I would have just grown up somewhere, potentially on a whole different planet, and I would not have seen them again, which would make me sad.
So you would be interested in heresy against them?
What is heresy? Oh, wait. It's that thing Sigmund does downstairs, yeah. I do not understand, but it has a lot of dark and necromantic magics.
I was in the library when it exploded, and now I want to explode the person responsible, so...
It is so nice that we all have a thing we agree on now.
Yeah. I imagine Scruff and Tree are having this terribly unnerving conversation just as they're wobbling down to Sigmund's house.
Yeah, a lot of other people are going into the library to try and interview Samantha and Vian, not knowing that you two were also involved, potentially.
Not knowing that, yeah, Scruff directly witnessed the massive explosion because it happened in front of it.
Samantha may not be much for talking at the moment. Thankfully, Vian is. Otherwise, fine.
Scott's just gonna escort / hound them to move faster down to Sigmund's house.
Sigmund's house is fairly small and otherwise innocuous, but outside stands a Murkrow. A Murkrow with a very, let's say, potent aura at the moment.
And well,
Nim is currently ignoring Vane and going right inside. And looking straight for the basement.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
That is probably for the best, yes.
Alright.
Scruff's gonna briefly pause near Vane and just go, they need to talk to Sigmund to get Kaz and the others back here again, so. Yes. Good news. Tree might be interested in heresy. They also got blown up at some point. Yay, allies. And then he's just gonna quickly shuffle on.
It's so funny how technically the party may be going down what is generally considered an evil route, just so happily.
I mean, going up against corrupt gods that bring people here specifically so they can be a problem, I don't consider that evil.
Well, yes. However, you are siding with air quotes darkness.
Oh, Nim's not.
To defeat corrupt radiance.
Yeah, Nim's not gonna stand for the darkness.
Darkness within darkness.
Well, Nim, given your unique specializations in both paladin and wizardry, you do feel dark magics below. However, it is curiously muted.
As a fog just closes, begins to roll up over you. Just imagining.
Now, where is...
Nim's going to sniff out the entrance to the basement. I assume he still has that very acute nose.
He does, and normally the smell might not help lead you to the exact location. However, there is a new one that does lead you at least into the general area to narrow down your search.
For the chat, while I realize that darkness can be used for good, while I realize that darkness can be used for good, Nim stands for the light. Thus, he is directly opposed to dark powers.
He's literally a paladin to Saluna, the literal goddess of light.
Goddess of the moon.
But also,
you know, which comes out in darkness. Funny.
I mean, he's the light in
It
the dark,
banishes
so.
the darkness.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Chomper's over here. Y'all can turn on and off the light if you want. Just give each other hugs. Jeez. Stop trying to kill each other. Ah.
But anyways,
Meanwhile,
Nim is looking for the way down in the basement.
Alright, roll investigation with an additional 2 checks. Or 2 dice.
Crap. I gotta find my actual sheets. Thank God for Google Drive.
Yay.
I just, just now realized that, I did not have that already up and ready to go like I normally do with my regular PC.
You were occupied with a setup.
Yes. Alright. What were you wanting me to roll? Also, is this same song
Investigation.
playing over and over? Yes. Yes, it is. I don't know why. I'll figure that out in a moment. Investigation, you said.
Yes.
His investigation is not great.
It's
Oh.
Oh, so it's but is it terrible?
It's less when you say you're okay. So
It's 0.
So it's me when you say you're shorter.
Oh.
You say it once because of
So 3.6 Rotkin, got it.
that's fine. But there's times where I'm like, no arm, I don't want.
2.
That-
I think you
two.
do. I mean,
Two.
Alright, here's what happens. You know you're in the room. This is the room. This has to be the room. Nothing looks like it'd be the entrance to the basement. In fact, there's like just a door that leads to the kitchen, which is unused, minus points with Nim. Like there is dust on top of the oven range.
Yeah, definitely
And-
not okay.
everything's PTP.
And a minimally furnished living room, and just not really a lot going here. Where is the basement? Where is it? It's in this room. It's here. It's somewhere here. However, you have experienced something like this beforehand in your adventures. Cognition blocking. Something is deliberately messing with you and stopping you from recognizing the entrance to the basement.
He's going to close his eyes
No, I left the house through the
and follow his nose then.
Right? Give me another roll, and now with one reduced difficulty.
Oh, right. You said +2 on the previous roll.
Yes. Oh!
Oh,
Well then. Alright.
Okay.
Okay, so does that
Alright.
change the result?
Yes, actually. Yes.
Jeez.
I forgot you said the +2, and I was like, dang.
Damn.
I see.
Just pulling out 2 10s like it's... Fuck you. Alright.
Bring a 9.
Alright.
The overly
That's an additional 5 successes.
and the overly descriptive storyteller card has been played.
Alright then. Now this does change things, as it seems like the floor unwraps around you. Like, the entire room shifts. It was not just the entrance to the place. It was not just the entrance to the basement. This entire room, entering it, was a cognition skewing field. And you have just sort of pushed your way through, for lack of a better word. And
Never doubt the nose.
yeah. But there is very clearly a path downwards, rather a stair along the wall that should lead outside. And there is something in front of this door still. A barrier. A very hateful and loathsome barrier. just looking at it is repellent, as it feels like it will reject all who do not meet a certain criteria.
I'm assuming that it is a barrier of some form of dark power.
That would be a safe, educated guess. Yes.
He's gonna bite it.
Well. Okay.
I mean, he's still got his moon fangs.
Not wrong.
Because he said he was kind of done for the day.
All right, let's see it. But I will ask you one time before you roll. Are you sure?
Okay, I will take the storyteller hint and not do it.
Well, I will remind you. Currently, you are leveled to the party.
I'm what?
Maybe. Well, I'll just remind you. Currently, Nim is leveled around the same average as the party. You are not. You are not saved the world powers. Power Nim.
True.
I'm fine with that. As long as I don't bore you.
You do have ranged attacks, I believe.
He does.
Yeah, they try to balance it in a pretty nice way. But
I was just gonna use the moon fangs because, you know.
only had
Fairy, yes.
I want to say.
Well, I mean, his ranged attack is also fairy, but it was more the fact that, you know, they are blessed by Salune, and even though she's not there, it's still got the light in it and such. But
Yes.
I'll go ahead and use the ranged Radiant Bolt.
Okay.
In terms of potential.
That is a safer choice. A mixed bag, but
A bag nonetheless.
okay. I say it's just going to be your session.
What the hell is with the double 10?
I have no idea, but I'm not going to question it.
He's taking them in
Alrighty.
pairs, I see.
Is that the second double 10?
Yeah.
It's what, like a 9?
9.
It's a third, actually. It's a third.
Normally don't have any
You
bonuses.
really hate darkness.
Thematically appropriate. Alright. Swing your damage. I believe since this barrier does actually have stats, that I did give it, in fact, evasion rolls, if just by technicality. So, let's see, how many successes is this?
That was 9. Actually, this is a stab move, so it would actually be 10.
Fair enough. I believe that also by technicality, yes, you have crit the door, or the barrier. So, let's see that damage, and let's see what happens.
Nim is on a mission!
Holy moly.
Alright. Alright. This
9.
is also technically type effective, since this is a dark type barrier.
So then that reduces the difficulty, making it 10. Hey, somebody play the reduced difficulty card so it can jump up another 4 points.
Should someone be so kind, we shall see. Still,
Nuclear launch detected.
Nim fires upon the barrier, and there is certainly a reaction, a strong reaction, as the entire house darkens and then seems to seal up. As the aura is now spreading to the rest of the house. Before something is coming upstairs.
Scruff leaves the house.
Sorry, the door is gone.
Oh,
no. Chomper gets a shiver.
Congratulations, you have now activated Sigmund's lair.
Scruff is just repeatedly charging and bonking into where the door was, like, nope, 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 nope.
Nim is standing
is still on the outside of the...
Oh, nothing has happened that you notice. Remember cognition blocking. You haven't peered through yet.
No, I figured. I just wanted to know if it, like, visibly changed from the outside.
Not even a little bit.
Cool.
Nim is standing his ground. His fangs are glowing, and he looks ready to bite somebody.
I know we said we're keeping...
Alright.
Intensifies his attempts to leave.
Energy seems to be gathering around the barrier as it seems to be readying a counterattack before ceasing as a hole forms and Sigmund walks through with a deep scowl. Nim, this is strange to you. Looking at Sigmund like he is now. There is a lot of darkness here, on and in this man, as for a moment he seems to be bearing a deep and powerful hostility upon you, before seeming to notice that it was, oh, it's you. Fine. As he will, with a snap, disengage the automated security measures and said, well, knocked.
Yes, I suppose I knocked. Right now, I need you to put up this veil to bring the others back to this world. And at some point soon, you and I are going to have a very long conversation about what you are playing with here.
I have no obligation to answer to you. But to the veil, yes, we can agree to that.
I just say their dramatic confrontation is interrupted with another thonk as Scruff charges again into the door that has reappeared.
Yeah.
Knocks it open and then charges out the front door like, nope, nope, gone.
Bane, you notice Scruff flee the house with all possible haste.
Alright, Vane is just assuming that Sigmund said something scary and is going to wait for anything else to happen.
Scruff charges into whatever ditch or cover or whatever there's on the other side of the road and then just turns around and watches through the grass like, there are still friendlies in there, but...
But yes, Nim, there have been undead with less necrotic aura, or less dark aura than Sigmund has right now.
Nim is very familiar with the undead. After all, his wife is a necromancer.
Quite so, Mr. Bad Darkness.
Necromancy is not necessarily evil itself either.
The composite
Correct.
one, I believe.
And Shenzi definitely did not use it in an evil manner.
Alright. So, Sigmund will weave together something that actually this bothers you a lot, Nim. As in the moment where he has finished, you do not feel Salune. And that's a first.
Huh. I did not realize he had been feeling her at all.
Well, Well, you still do have her blessing, and no matter where you are hers. You are her attendant. Just, it's like a thin strand instead of like something that you could actually use to call her with, like, and potentially exchange words. This time, it's gone. And
Yeah,
there is an uncomfortable absence.
Let's get this over quickly then. Tree, could you please bring the others back now?
Yes. As Tree will bring them back.
Raharu, check fan art.
Oh?
It's more for the side game, but...
Fair enough.
I quagging.
Wagon.
Honestly, that
That's
blacksmith
what I
scene
call
got me riled
quagging.
up too. We quagging.
I love that.
Well, I mean, you used intimidation to force him to let you into his workshop. You really think he was gonna let you have a happy moment? You really in front of my anvil? Anyway, they are brought back with all haste.
So we're all relaxing for a moment, and then suddenly we're just here in
Yep,
Sigma's house.
correct.
Somebody just dropped out of the sky with a splash of water out of the pool itself. All right.
If you have taken off your items, they are in a heap beside you. I'm sorry.
Chopper is disoriented, but trying just to get their bearings. They had just came out of a very happy place. Just imagine you just get teleported from your vacation into the doctor's office. So, mood change is obvious a thing.
Not his office, his house. Still.
I apologize. I apologize for the abruptness bringing you back. However, things have happened here.
What happened? What happened? Why
I'll
are we
get
Sigmund's
into
house?
it in just a moment. Sigmund, dismiss this foul thing you've summoned, please.
Why are we in Sigma's house? Why is everything so dark?
Where's Scruff? Where's Vane? Kaza?
One
Okay,
moment,
pass.
everyone, please.
I know you haven't seen Galaxy.
As
Sigmund.
he will frown and say, "Ah, yes, because the gods are so." As he will
You
push
broke
away.
out there.
I was
Ah, yes, because. Ah, yes, because they're so especially now, as he will push away the barrier, and the thin strand that you had just about taken for granted is now back, and things feel natural again. Thank God.
Alright, Vane is outside. Scruff probably did not go far, but he is also outside. Nim kind of sniffs at the air. I assume he can kind of see, smell that Scruff's relatively close.
Yep.
Yes, Scruff is nearby still. We need to have a meeting.
So no one's hurt. Okay. What's going on?
The library was blown up.
Chomper's eyes go wide.
So those cats.
What?
Oh
shit! Wait. See, Yellow's still knocked out. Did he get out?
Everyone is safe. The library was restored by Colty, but we need to have a meeting. Kaza, if it's all right to have a meeting with your team.
Definitely.
Why would someone blow up the library? Oh.
Well, let's get to the library then. Sigmund, are you coming as well?
I have things. I have something I need to finish.
Everyone's okay.
Wait, I don't.
That darkness you are playing with in your basement. That is not the kind of thing you want to unleash upon this world.
Darkness.
I will not.
Does Vane know Kaza's okay?
Kaza is right there. He is next to you.
Does Vane know that Kaza's okay?
He should.
Considering the front door is open and Vane is literally right there, and probably is hearing this conversation.
I don't remember the front door being left open.
No, Scruff burst through it.
Floated out of it. I don't think he took
Scruff
the time
charged through it, and yeah.
I didn't know.
Scruff charged through it and left it open and just straight across the road, and is currently hunted down nearby.
Yeah.
He can see Vane, he can't see into the house at the moment.
Keep in mind, Chomper
okay.
does not know anything and has just disorientedly got teleported into, the house. So if they don't see Vane, they don't know Vane's there.
I'm pointing
I
that
thought that most
out.
doors were automatically closing. Yeah.
I'm pointing that out in case Vane wants to speak up.
Yeah. No, legitimately, out of game, I thought that most of the doors were self-closing for, the Pokemon that don't have, arms or whatever, or good implements to close the doors. So this entire time, I thought that basically every door was self-closing.
Oh, no, they're just sliding doors.
Okay.
Oh, so I'm guessing this door is probably on the ground then, if, because Scruff charged through it, not opening it.
Yeah.
I will say that panic gave him power.
That makes sense.
Scruff used tackle. It was super effective.
The door has been defeated.
Na 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 na.
All right. Yeah. The only thing that Vane is. Vane is basically going to show up for literally just long enough to ask Kaza to come with him real quick.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. As good as he's going to go over. Sigmund refusing to elaborate. In fact, he will walk past the barrier and close it behind him.
Jumper's calling for Vane. Does Vane obviously still have the aura around him and everything? Because I feel like Jumper will be able to tell that Vane's currently in a very bad state.
Well, I mean, he's literally smoking, so I mean...
Yeah. Chomper's showing
I feel like
concern.
Basically everyone can notice at their own discretion.
Vane.
I will say Scruff kept Vane in his line of sight. The moment Kaza comes into view, Scruff is going to come out of hiding and just go straight-ish in a maintaining a perimeter around Vane. He's going to circle around Vane and go to Kaza and just be nearby.
Hi, Scruff.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, this is kind of big, so I don't know if you want to talk about it right here or elsewhere. And I mean mostly big in a personal sense to you.
Well, all things considered, probably the sooner the better.
All right, in that case, let's just step outside real quick.
Yep.
I think we should all talk. I don't like you alone with him. Are you okay, Vane? You look like hell.
I'm with too.
Hey,
You had 3 days. Did something happen? Are you at the bottom?
Chomper.
What do you mean? It's been.
Trust me
It's
when
been,
I say this.
it's been
Vane
like
will
2
never
hours.
do anything to me.
John, but you've been gone like an hour. Maybe
It's only
2
been an
hours.
hour?
Yeah. You left and then everything exploded, so it's been an hour or so.
Chomper
What do you
just
think?
looks honestly just shocked. That kind of shock when you have like a deja vu for the 20th time and it's all negative. They're just shaking their head like, why does this keep happening?
Well, to be fair,
Chomper stopped responding.
Chomper, it was a good thing because if you were there, I was fine because I was near Bien and Samantha.
No, that's not what I'm worried about. I'm just this keeps happening. We get a good thing and then this.
It's for everyone's
Something's out to get
alive.
us or something.
Everyone is alive.
When we have the meeting, I will explain. For now, I need you to just breathe. I will explain everything, but it's better to do all together.
Okay. That's Chomper's trying to get his composure back from the shock of hearing the building they were just in an hour ago just exploded and almost killed all their friends. Or, a majority.
To be fair, only 3 of your friends. I mean, the
be fair.
majority weren't in the explosion, right? The majority weren't in the explosion radius.
You would've just lost 2 or 3 people you care about. It's no big deal. Pat, Chomper.
So
Scruff is fairly logical.
So hey, out of character question, real quick, but I do remember that in the previous episode, it was either me or Bane that we went to Sigma's house and we noticed that Sigma's office had been blown up, or at least it was a crater where it used to be. Was that me or was that?
Oh,
Bane?
it was Scruff. Oh, wait, no, you found out that his office was gone.
Aha. Hey, this might. You said that the library exploded, right?
Big blinding light in the lobby, and then a massive crater. Yes.
Is it the same? Was it the same kind of thing that happened to Sigma's office yesterday? Because when I
wasn't there.
when I went yesterday, there was just a big crater where Sigma's office used to be. When I was going to his house, it was pretty hard not to notice.
I didn't think it was a crater. I thought the door was missing.
No, everything but the door was missing, if I remember correctly.
Big hole, no debris around it. Like it had just
Scruff is
been...
suddenly getting hugged mid-sentence. As Chomper has just hit the delayed reaction of getting hit of like you escaped and you were like in there by yourself. You just hear him whispering over your shoulder. I'm glad you made it out, Scruff. That must have been terrible.
By the way,
It was very bright.
just to be clear on timeline things, Vane has already left like a while ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think Vane and Kaza went off, yeah. Scruff was going to follow after, and then he got yoinked. Scruff is just quietly... It was very bright. It was very, very bright.
Yeah,
And
that must have been terrible. I don't like explosions like that up close.
well, you didn't.
I'm glad you're safe.
It was bright. At least it wasn't cold.
Yeah. This Chomper's just continuing a tight hug for a moment.
Thank you, Chomper.
They slowly let go. Get chomped, nerd.
Enjoy your tail, Ribbon Chomper.
Yeah.
Me.
So,
Scruff is just going to quietly I'll go and I'll go keep an eye on Vane and Casa.
Okay. Good job.
And he's going to quietly nuzzle against Chomper and then scurry off after the other two.
Has is following behind you guys, just observing the two of you.
Chomper's looking over at Nim for just basically a directive since they got told to wait. They're just trying to keep calm. You get to their breath is uneasy.
well, Nim does seem a little tense, and apparently him and Sigmund might have a little beef going on at the moment.
Nim's fangs are glowing brightly, and his fangs are bared as he's glaring at the barrier before giving a snort and turning to exit the house. I suppose we shall just meet at the library then.
Chomper notices that, kind of fidgets, and you see them jostle down a note as they follow Nim. They kind of turn over to Sigmund for like a moment. They're seeing all that.
Sigmund's not here. He went back down.
Oh, went back down? Okay, well, in that case, no time to say anything to Sigmund. Usually isn't. He's kind of doing his own thing, so Chomper's going to follow Nim.
And yeah, Nim's just gonna head back to the library and find himself somewhere to settle in. Probably ask Ian if there's a room there, or Samantha, whoever he finds first.
Very probably Ian.
Ian, we do need a
Go for the
private
eyes,
room
Boo!
that we
Go
could.
for the eyes! Rusk!
We do need a private room that we could stay in for a little while to discuss some things.
Would you like one of the reading rooms then?
That would likely be good. Also, if you have any books on magic in this world, I would be very grateful for some reading material while I'm waiting for the others to arrive.
What sort of books on magic? The history, the theory, or...
Let's start with the theory of it. I need to figure out how it works, so I might regain my capabilities here.
Let's see. I am dealing with a barrage of questions that I am currently unable to really answer, Quite frankly, I don't have much information. But if towards the back of the second floor, there should be a room.
You're breaking out.
Yeah, really badly.
All right. Towards the northwest end of the second floor, there is a room with a lock. That is one of our restricted sections. However, I would not mind allowing you passage inside. We have some books that discuss more arcane matters.
I would be very grateful.
Well, yes. Good luck to you then.
And if there is anything I can do to help out here, please let me know.
I do not believe so.
Very well. You know where to find me. And Nim's going to head off. Probably with Chomper in tow.
Yep.
Also, we have influence.
Oh boy.
Did Scruff come with us? Or
Well, Scruff went after.
Was following after, yeah.
The Scruff went after Vane, and you followed Scruff, and so Chomper and Nim are the only two that went to the library.
Oh, I thought Scruff was coming with us. I'm actually I probably am following Chomper.
Scruff was following Vane and Kaza.
Okay, so I'm with Nim and Chomper.
Don't know about that influence, Chief. Don't know.
Oh, that must have been interesting.
You are allowed to deny.
I think this one, I really don't know how that would be implemented, and it would kind of put a full stop to Sigmund making Vane's medicine.
Oh.
As
I'll refund it.
As his priority would shift pretty dramatically.
Alright, that's been rejected, and Nim is just going into that restricted area room and probably pulling out books that he believes would be relevant to himself and his particular variety of magic.
Alright.
I don't want him to take up too much time with this, but, you know.
Well, yes. One small issue, though. The magic in this world is peculiar, to say the least. Like, it's like trying to read another wizard's spellbook. You feel like you need a cipher to begin decoding this.
Those books are hard. I think it's because I can't read well, though.
Well, I would teach you with these, but these definitely are not your standard type of book.
I mean, I think I can read pretty well, and I can't read them either. That's not any language I know.
Mm-hmm. They don't even taste good.
Like,
they make the books taste
do
good
not eat them.
Oh, I know now. But yeah,
there is structure, but it is starting to give you flashbacks of the Ravnica
what?
Ravnica school. There's math involved. That was repugnant.
Over the years, he has calmed down about that. Though he did not like that at the time.
Stolen by us.
Chomper's ultimate weakness. Math.
But yeah, Nim is going to be settling down and studying it very thoroughly.
All right. It's not going to be easy, but it is a start. Now over to Vane and Kaza and Scruff.
Important question. Is Scruff actually going to get, like, close to the conversation, or is he just more going to be keeping a
Scruff.
visual eye in the distance?
Taldarius,
Ooh,
you are
very
popping.
crackly.
Truly,
Yeah.
this is
Okay.
the
1
dankest
second. I may sound
dungeon.
slightly different, just...
Also,
tipped $5. Better ale medicine.
Alright, testing.
Oh,
you
that's better.
sound better so
That's better.
far. I do things. Thank you so very much for that tip. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed.
Whee.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so what I was asking was, is Scruff going to be, like, getting close to the conversation, or is it just more going to be, like, keeping visual distance?
Scruff has a feeling he now knows the content, especially after the little heresy talk. So Scruff is very much making himself known as being close and present, and well, the close and present, and not lurking back or hanging back. He's there, but it's not his turn to speak at the moment.
Oh, okay. So if you're going to actually, like, try to be there, present, and listening in, Vane is gonna kind of, like, shoot you a look that means, hey, don't.
Scruff's going to hold that look and then turn to Kaza questioningly, because Kaza is now the leader, so he'll look at Vane and then he'll look at Kaza.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Oil stay within yelling distance then.
Okay, that's fine.
And he'll respectfully move further back. So he can't hear, but he can see the pair of them.
This is now acceptable.
Oh boy.
Very oh boy, yes.
So,
There's been a fair bit that has been learned, and... Well, I guess, do you want to start off with the more emergency thing, or do you want to start off with the more personal?
I think I'd like to know the personal thing.
Okay. In that case, I've been thinking about some things, and first I just need to ask, are you... I know it's only been a little bit, but how are you doing with the whole taking over team leadership personnel responsibilities?
Well, me and Chomper had a very long talk, and I think I've helped him. I even gave him a ribbon, and he seems really happy, so I'm looking forward to working with him more in the future. Apart from that, not too much more has happened, except for a talk with Nim about my feelings about Squirrel. I admit I'm still a little conflicted, but we'll see what happens.
A gleaming endowment.
Okay.
1 sec.
Jimund _ tipped $45.
Gimmin, thank you so very much for that tip. That is the tip goal fully completed. Thank you so much for the support.
Whoa.
Graciously.
Bestest
Gibbon.
meds. Tip goal done.
Thank you, Gibbon.
So, as you've noticed, my meds are no longer active. Part of that is because of the other thing that I'm going to tell you, the more emergency and personal to you, but I just feel the need to say that I feel like I am probably not a good friend to you.
Kazu's going to pause as he hears this one and, like, process a little bit before shaking his head. No, wrong.
Best, I am horrible at the whole emotional side of things, and I think that that has been very clearly evidenced.
It's not your field of expertise, no, and given your personality, I don't think it ever will be. People can still be friends without getting emotional. There are other positive attributes to you.
Well, yes, but everyone seems to be struggling with a lot of very emotional things now, and I feel completely unequipped to help you with that.
Well, you don't have to. You can do other things, and as this is in more within my wheelhouse, I would then be able to allocate more time to that. You are still very important, but at the same time, if we did stop being friends and you decided to, like, not be a part of my life, I don't have anyone who could do what you do. And he just, like, gestures around and says, like, because I'm so spoiled for choice at the moment of good friends.
Well, regardless of the availability, that doesn't particularly mean that I am probably a good friend for you.
From your
However,
perspective, yes. However, I have different criteria.
well, in that case, for this next bit of news that I was going to tell you, I don't know, let me know what I can do. I am focusing very hard right now on what I can do, because obviously I am in a fairly altered state of mind right now, and I am cognitively aware of that, although it is not making it easier. And I have been focusing on this a lot to make sure that the information that I'm going to give you is exactly correct, despite the fact that I can kind of feel the whole warping going on.
Okay.
So I maybe prepare yourself for this, because this is very big.
Alright.
As of 18 months ago, Ciel had a dream compulsion placed on him that resulted in your training. He was displaying this compulsion to the point where he had started to attempt to physically grab me when I started poking it. And even Sigmund ended up finding it, isolating it, and then finding out that it was placed there by the goddess Cresselia. This entire time, a goddess has had a compulsion on Ciel to train you wrong. He was under a compulsion to train you as a fighting type, and also that you always needed more training, and were in fact able to handle it and were stronger than Rallus.
Kaza's not going to respond very much to that. He's just, like, thinking.
And once I learned that, my medicine stopped working.
Okay. Then... Huh. Well, I think it'll take me a bit of time to unpack that, but in the meantime, I think... Well, it does sound like Nim has something to say, and a lot's been happening. But, personally, I think that maybe it's just time to distance ourselves from all these events, maybe, and just take some time. Just no more dungeons. Maybe like less training. Maybe we just go back to Hamoa, get in a room, and just be away for a little bit as we see if we can't make a plan.
All right, if that's what you feel is best, then let's do that.
Okay.
Now, I did have one more thing that I wanted to say, and I wanted to do it after the news about CL, because I suspect it may prove uplifting.
Alright.
Kaza, I saw what happened, at least with the whole synchronization thing, and then you pulling out that new move. And I just wanted to say that given all of the research I did into how your stuff works and all of that, that I knew that the moment you put your mind to it and felt confident in yourself, that you could have done this the entire time. You should really believe in yourself more.
Like, his face is frozen, but something is happening. As let's see how this roll goes.
Oh, okay.
All right, it's time for a willpower roll. Completely expected. Just sitting there, unmoving, before he might start to cry a little bit. It's like, no one's ever said they believed in me.
Did I say the wrong thing? I thought that this would be a good thing to say.
No, it is. It's a really good thing, actually, but says he's reaching forward and pulling Vane into a hug.
Vane is going to, in the most awkward, stiff way possible, return it. He does not really understand, but this is apparently something that Kaza needs, so...
Boy, Chomper sure did unpack on him. Is like, and now Vane, I've always believed in you. Thank you.
Kaza, you are probably the only person this entire time who I've consistently seen try their best despite everything.
It's kind of the only thing I can do at this point. But, oh my god. Oh okay. Oh boy. Okay, calm down. totally good. Whew. Okay. Okay. Vane, I think there's things I need to tell you too. My synchronization might be a little more special than I
The Stratovarian has
previously
granted
described it
Vane for
as.
dropping
One
the most
moment.
horrible bomb,
Okay.
and then the kindest words. Inspiration.
Strato, that card does not apply to this, to the tabletop games. Only cards in the tabletop pack apply to this.
Sending someone in, they go in.
Carry on.
All right. So, I will say that I do know that Sigmund is making new medication for me and receive a quote-unquote fast forward from Culty. So if this is something deeply personal, you might want to wait a day, but otherwise I will sit here and listen to whatever you have to say.
Oh, no, actually, it's not exactly personal. It's just, I think it's information that you should know because, I understand you and your feelings right now, actually. My synchronize, at certain stages, or like when I'm really stressed, I can take on the feelings and priorities of someone else. Like I'm taking on a bit of them and being more akin to them. And
not enough ale.
During the squirrel incident, I was like you. Don't worry, I've not told anyone, but I get you.
I'm not sure if that's a particularly good thing. I really don't feel like my state of mind at any point is a good one to get into.
No, but sometimes after thinking about it for a little while, sometimes it is better to be like that instead of too happy or just too accepting of things. And I think you do have your place, and you always will. Everyone has their specialties, after all. But sometimes negotiations and fancy words and trying to like placate the other side just isn't going to work. So then an attitude and a vocabulary and actions like yours are just the best way forward, actually. Like, maybe if I was like you and I just stood up to him, maybe something else would have happened. Like, maybe a breaking point would have been reached, or finally people would have done, like, just realized that something was wrong and a more thorough investigation would have been done, or something. But you're not weird, is what I'm trying to say, and I don't know if that's the best thing to say, but like, you're a person, just like everyone else. You're just different, like everyone else is, like as different as Chomper and Scruff are.
Kaza, I do have multiple medical conditions. You can just say that I'm broken. I already know that.
No more than me.
Also, I feel the need to state this. Kaza, you need to stop wishing that you were someone else. You should start wanting to be a better version of you. Use other people for inspiration. Don't want to be them.
Yeah, I figured you'd pick up on that. Right. I'll try, I guess.
Alright, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
Not really. Not just at this moment, other than I ate some stuff wherever I went, and I think my bones are doing better.
That is very good.
Yep.
Make sure to check with Sigmund what medications you still need.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. I think I'm going to be on those antidepressants for a while longer.
Yeah. So I guess the last thing is, do you think I should actually be around for the parent meeting that's going to happen?
Probably. I'll still keep a record of it so that when Sigmund gets his new medicine, I can repeat if your memories are still a little weird.
Alright. I'm probably just going to, stand close to you the entire time. Because currently I am extremely upset, to say the least, at Nim.
Would you like me to hold you?
I don't know if that will help, but if I start doing things and you tell me to stop, I will.
Noted. You will be at the forefront of my attention.
Okay. Because it happened again. People just don't listen when I say things, and then it immediately goes wrong.
Yeah. Well, let's get going then. I think they're probably doing it at the library. That's just our point.
Alright, are we going to teleport back, or are we going to just go back?
Definitely teleporting. The sooner the better.
Vane is now going to wave over Scruff.
I was going to say, if you poof out, Scruff's going to be unhappy.
Yeah, no.
Scruff's going to be like, fuck's sake.
Vane is very fucked up right now, but he's not going to abandon one of his teammates in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, someone holding down their shift key?
Oh, I heard that, yeah. Where's that coming from?
I don't know.
Don't teach my hamster to
I like
suck
that when I
eggs.
heard it, I instinctively looked at my keyboard for a moment. I haven't got my hands on it. Why would it make that noise?
I mean, I did also, actually.
Yeah, I think a lot of us heard it. Very strange. Okay. Also, another influence.
It's like when you hear the Windows alert noise and everyone goes, oh.
Yep. All right, the discussion is over, Scruff. Kaza is now made aware of the Ciel situation.
He is going to unpack that later.
Yes.
Scruff's just going to look at Kaza and just go, well, let me know if you need anything.
You've got it.
So, where to now?
We're gonna go back to the library.
Yep, another teleport. With being still trying to answer questions from a lot of people. that are still trying to parse out what the fuck happened.
Pretend you don't know anything, it's gonna be busy. Kind of thing always is after.
If anyone tries to talk to me right now, I'm just going to assume that they're dumb, considering that I'm still smoking.
Yep, you know what?
That too.
Kaza is going to take a page out of his journal and just write in big letters, "Do not talk to Vane," and then just hold it in his hand. As he will ask Bean where the others are, and he will either direct them to the reading room or to the restricted section. Kaza will check the reading room first.
I think
Scruff is gonna do his. Oh,
I think Nim would have checked with Bean if it was okay for him to take the book with him. And
he would allow it.
Okay. Then Nim would have taken that book, locked up the reading room, returned the key, and would have been in the reading room studying it.
Fair enough. And I believe since Chomper was sticking with Nim, we're all gathered in the reading room. Hello, we're here.
Paz has probably just been reading through his books about Pokemon.
Yep. There are so many different kinds.
Indeed.
Goddamn cat.
Welcome back, Rick.
Yeah, Chopper's been just basically watching what Nim was doing and listening to his headphones. Then he notices Vane and Kaza coming in. And Billy just gets up, goes to kind of approach, but then, oh, Kaza! Oh, I see.
Kaza will still hold up the paper.
Chomper nods.
Then we'll see the
holding
paper
back the urge
as well, and just kind of gesture to. I assume the room's got nice chairs,
It has chairs and beanbags. Those big ones.
Oh, you mean a dog bed for Chomper?
Har har.
Har har.
Har har.
alright. Yeah.
Well, Nim's just going to gesture around. Ah, good. Please be seated. Tree, could you possibly bring Sigmund here?
Okay, yes, I can.
Thank
Scruff's
you.
looking all around him curiously, just at the entire interior of the lobby, and then also over to where the white light had appeared before, and is just keeping the widest berth from that point in the room, avoiding it like the plague.
It takes a few minutes, but Sigmund does appear with a swirl of fire and ask, "Alright, let's make this quick. I was told this is important."
It is. And he's going to step over to the door and call out for Samantha and Bean.
Samantha will come. One of Bean's shadow hands will be in the room. It's as good an extension of him as any.
That's fair. Okay.
He's busy with the paparazzi.
Yeah.
Hello.
As much as I detest it, I suppose one of those veils would be best here. Sigmund?
Very well then. as he will take his time setting up another one.
First things first, I would like to apologize for not listening in regards to the leaving of this world. I was unaware of needing one of these veils in order to do so. I will not be making that mistake again, but either way, I do apologize for putting people in harm's way. That said, it is not all bad, as I did come across information that I believe is relevant to all of you. I met with your guild master, or at least he introduced himself as your guild master, Colty.
That would be him, yes.
And he informed me that you all are not the first group that has been brought to this world.
Yeah.
And it seems that the reason you all are brought here is not to be the heroes. You are being brought here to be criminals, to be problems,
I'm not listening more.
to be the villains.
Huh?
Kaza will be remarkably confused, but then, not say anything.
Chompa looks over at Kaza for a moment and is like, kind of notices.
Colty told you this?
Yes.
How did he get a hold of such an?
He told me that he has been watching multiple other groups that have been brought here, specifically put together in order to be dysfunctional. You all are meant to be having these problems that you're having. The legendaries are very specifically trying to make you all break and cause problems for this world.
Hash blinks.
So, everything? The injuries, the bite, the explosion, Vane, and Squirrel. Did they have something to do with that? Did they do the explosion?
From what I understand, yes, they caused the explosion.
Who's... I don't... Jumper's shaking his head as this is like just a straight up shock that there's someone to blame for all this, that the feelings of just feeling just unlucky or just damned are being validated all too fast. As Chomper's just looking, their brain is going to the word. They don't want to say the word. Their brain's going to their past, going to the person they looked up in the sky and asked why, as they were told that things would get better if they just do what this person wants. This magical person in the sky that doesn't talk to you. As they're just looking at Nim and hanging on every word they're saying and just going, Who is it that's doing this to us?
Colty was not specific. He only said that it was the legendaries doing this. It could be all of them, it could be only one, it could be any number of them. I do not know.
I don't even know who these legendaries are. I wonder if there's information about them in my book.
Well, that is why I figured Samantha, Bien, and Sigmund might be of use to this.
Well, given what we've found out, then we know at least Cresselia is maybe not involved in your case, but she is involved in his, and he will point to Kaza.
What do you...
Alright, I guess I'll just mention it here because, well, might as well. This is what I was talking with Kaza about. Ciel had a compulsion placed on him to intentionally train Kaza wrong
Pass
by
is going to blink.
Cresselia.
Pass is going to blink at the explanation for that. Oh. So he isn't just an idiot.
He's not just an idiot. He's been compelled to be an idiot.
Manipulate.
And fuck up his whole relationship and everything. So
Chomper's just looking at the table. You can see his hands on the table, and at the edge of it, a claw mark trailing along where his claws have stopped. As he's just breathing heavily. They did that too? They made him do that to Kaza?
Chomper,
That?
before you continue, do not let them win. Right now, you are at risk of giving them exactly what they want you to.
Yeah.
The best I can surmise is that they've brought you here as some form of entertainment. Colty said there is some purpose that your group is supposed to fulfill. What that is, I do not know, neither does Colty. However, I personally do not think you should give in to what they want you to do.
Whatever they want me to do, I don't want to do it. It seems like all they want to do is hurt my family. I don't know who they are, but I don't like them right now.
I don't think I like them either. Whoever these people might be, but hearing all of this is kind of a lot to take in. But at the same time, I know it's awful. That all of that sounds awful.
Well, they aren't going to be winning much of anything, considering that I'm going to kill them.
Correct.
For the first time in a while, Chomper doesn't argue Vane. They're arguing themselves as they look up, and they fully instantly just want to nod and agree, but then they stop, and it just feels so similar. This feels like that time with Sigmund for some reason. But that point of just giving into a hate, giving into a fear.
Also, and isn't this just the best part about it? They're also behind Noah being there that night.
Huh?
Yes, because Noah mentioned a figure appearing in their dreams and attempting to get them to do something.
That's right. He wasn't there. He got told to be there.
So it was Cresselia again?
No, I asked Culty that. Different god. However, it was the gods. Again, I'm going to kill them.
I caution against giving in to that hatred and darkness.
Unfortunately, I don't care about your opinion on this.
Guys, that means they want us apart. They got that. Squirrel's not with us right now.
They want you all at each other's throats. They want you as dysfunctional as possible. They want this squirrel individual to be separate. If you truly want to stop them, then there are ways to go about it.
Such as killing them.
Oh, there are many ways to kill them, but it's a matter of how and why.
I mean, Ben, I don't want to, like, say anything to, like, make you upset at the moment, but do you think you have the capabilities to kill what is basically a god?
Oh, right now, no, but I can certainly help.
Oh, I can definitely say gods can be killed.
Which is why I'm trying.
Oh, I'm not saying they can't. Right now, I know I don't have the capability. And that's why that's going to be my focus. I am going to kill them.
This is a lot. But I felt this when I had that vision. When I saw Sigmund and I saw him on that mountain. Feels very close. All I know is I just want all of us to be safe. If that means fighting back against this, I'm here to help.
Glad to have you. By the way, darkness is very useful against them. Go figure.
I don't like what that darkness is doing to Vane.
There's influence.
And then Chomper busts out in song on the table. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime child.
Nope.
Dang these influence cards.
No.
But Sigmund will look up and frown a little bit. Perhaps they've noticed our private conversation. They're trying a little harder.
Going to blow up the library again?
No, they're just trying to peek. And now that they've noticed that there's a little spot of fog, they're trying harder to peek.
Okay. Cool. Chomper is flipping off the air.
No, they can't see yet. My veil's still there. But they're certainly scratching at it now. And mighty as I am not a deity. It won't last all that much longer. So let's try to make this... Let's wrap this up, baby.
Alright. I am offering my services, if you would have them, Kaza and the rest of you, to try and bring you all to being the heroes that you should be. Giving into the darkness will unleash things even worse than what these gods have in mind.
I believe him. I've seen the treehouse. I've seen him interact. I believe he's good. And again, this darkness is it's really messing you up, Vane. And this came about from all this. Maybe they want you to be like this.
Oh, they probably do, but they probably also don't want me to absolutely brutally kill them, which is what I'm going to do.
And as for me, No, I'm not going to change my ways or my methods, so don't try.
Besides, let them be happy about them getting what they want from me. Right up until I get to look in their faces as I get exactly what I want.
And if that's what they want, what if that thing does something that sets off exactly what they want? Then
Oh,
what?
if they want to commit ritualistic suicide, then I'm all too happy to help with that.
I don't want you to die, Vane.
Oh,
Do you
I'm
get
not
that?
going to die, they are.
Every other group that has been brought here has wound up in prison or dead. So going along with what they want is going to likely wind up with you in the same place. In which case you cannot fulfill what you wish to do.
Then I won't go to prison, and I'm going to continue my plans of not dying.
Paz is just giving a sigh. He doesn't really know what to say to the entire situation.
Don't worry. As you know, Vane is a careful sort, and he has me to help him. Things will be different.
Things will be what? You kind of cut out there.
Things will be different. If nothing else, I am a specialist in his problems.
Are you going to be able to help him? Because I don't think any of us at this point.
Well, yes, actually. By tomorrow morning, my solution should be finished.
Ah, well, that's good, I suppose.
To which I would like to be working on that.
I have adventured for a very long time. I have taken on many a threat across many a world. While I may not know the inner workings of this particular world yet, I will learn them. And there is one undeniable fact that I have seen hold true time and time again, regardless of world. And that is, it takes a team working together, trusting each other, a group of friends to take on these threats. If you're wanting to go after the gods, you too cannot do it alone. You're going to need Chomper, you're going to need Paz, you're going to need Kaza, you're going to need Scruff, and you're going to need to trust them. And considering they took away Squirrel, I would surmise that they know that he is integral to their downfall as well.
Or maybe taking away Squirrel is also part of their plan. We don't even know what their plan is.
Correct. Which means that you should be working towards unraveling what their plans are.
True.
You should be working against what they want you to be, what they want you to do, instead of embracing it.
You're right. So far, it seems like their plan's just to make us as unhappy and broken as possible. I think if we keep working together, we might get somewhere. That's at least what I'm hoping. Kaza. Boss. What do you think?
Well, I think at this point we're all kind of overwhelmed. It's so much.
It is so much. So much.
We're not alone, though. I don't know how you feel, but if you need anybody to talk to, I'm here. And thank you again, Kaza. Vane, I know you don't want to really talk to anybody, but if you ever feel like it, I care about you. I really do. And I hope you get better. I'm gonna be here for you. I'm gonna be watching you. I'm going to try my best to help you from whatever path you're going. 'Cause more so than ever, I don't believe that's the right path you're going. You're the only reason I'm holding back from saying let's kill whatever these guys are called. Legendaries, God. I just want to stop following some higher deity's rules just to try to be happy when my happiness is right here. Just seems like God won't let me have it. But that's not his place to decide. He doesn't have that power. I can choose to be happy. I can make my own path. I'm not remembering it all the way, but someone told me I can make my own way. That's what I'm doing.
Your opinion has been noted, and I'm going to continue my efforts to bring ruination upon them and kill as many of them as I possibly can, regardless of what that holier-than-thou visitor decides to say.
I'm still gonna be here for you, Vane.
I guess.
And Nib, would you just drop the experienced adventurer act? You didn't even bother looking into the world when you showed up here and started offering your unwanted advice. Stop trying to be some sort of moral compass. I don't care.
Nim will only smile. Unfortunately, you will get it regardless.
Good, then I'm just going to ignore whatever it is you have to say, because I don't care at this point.
Well, at some point you will care.
This is not as bad as one of the stories with Saints out.
I will bring you around yet.
I'm sure. And this is also probably why Cirrus had such a high opinion of you.
Ah, Sirius knew me in my younger days. It's been a very long time since I adventured alongside him.
The first time we met that Zero's guy, he was calling us by some weird names that we never heard of.
Yes, and if you care to remember, the one that he used for Squirrel was Nim. So no, I don't care at this point. Do what you want.
The light will always be here to guide you back, no
Go
matter
for the
how
eyes,
far
Boo.
into the
Go for
darkness
the eyes.
you go.
Rask!
Again with the light. I don't care what the light has to offer, unless it can as efficiently get rid of those absolute parasites called the gods. 'Cause again, I'm going to kill as many of them as I can, in as many horrific ways as I could possibly think of, and I doubt that your precious light is going to be much help in that.
Trust me, that can definitely deal with corrupt deities very efficiently.
Ah, so you've already done and completed research into if they are considered corrupted or not. Please regale me with what efforts you have made in that and how you came to such a conclusion.
Guys, why are we fighting each other? We have a shared enemy. We both want this to stop. Light, dark, as long as y'all don't die using it, I don't really care myself right now. Right now I see you just... This is what you look like when you're using the dark. You've been wanting to kill somebody for the last couple, feels like a while.
Sigmund, could I leave this room right now, please?
You may.
Paz is just going to stand up and just leave right now.
Smart move on his part, really. Kaza's just going to look over to Chomper, tap the paper and say, Not today. I don't think you're gonna reach him with an emotional argument.
Chomper nods. And just kind of sits back a little bit more back. And starts writing some more notes.
Well, in conclusion, we all have a shared enemy, and we have our ways of going about it, perhaps with a variety of outlooks. Rather than just following one, we could find something, or perhaps a new route. And Sigmund will nod. Sure. I won't expect much from Light, but you do you, I suppose. Your results are already so good. As Sigmund will lift the veil and leave as swiftly as he had arrived, leaving Samantha and Bean just sort of sitting there with, oh, so we're just fighting gods now.
Are they actually
Cool,
saying that? Or are they just expressing that through their face?
They're just sort of expressing that through their faces as, by all technicality, they're just a neutral party. They have no dog in this race. They've just been here. And then their house exploded. So I guess we're enemies. Okay.
Yeah, Palkia or whoever sent the orbital strike basically just destroyed their entire house for a moment. collateral damage.
Yep, they didn't bother verifying their target, and so blew up what's supposed to be neutral ground. Strong but lazy.
So Samantha's just saying, like, I'm just gonna check some stuff real quick, I guess. And she will also excuse herself as Bian's hand withdraws silently so he can resume engaging with paparazzi with his full attention, though he might, like, be delayed in a couple of responses as he now has things to process. He might have suspected a little bit, though, as well. He did witness the event, after all, from its beginning.
He was the one that sensed the orbital strike coming.
Yep.
Chomper's like suddenly comes up from jotting and looking at his notes. Oh, Squirrel doesn't know anything about us being safe. If he hears about the library, he's gonna freak out. We also need to warn him about all of this.
Ah! As something pushes itself out from under Chomper's beanbag chair. It's Noah!
Chomper falls out of their chair. Ah! Ow! They hit the back of their head.
Instinctively swipes at them.
Anyway!
Noah?
Hi!
Oh no, I don't know if this is the time for Noah to interact with Vane even conceivably.
Especially with that timing. Like, was he there the whole time, or has he been listening in, spying, or has he just appeared?
He is very probably just appeared.
Chomper's instantly asking how's Squirrel. Like, how's Squirrel?
He's mad!
What is he mad at?
Someone threw metal at my head.
Oh.
I think he was hugging me, so he kind of got knocked over.
Oh. What? Okay, that...
I don't remember too
that's
good.
Terrible.
Hit in the head.
You shouldn't let people throw things at you. That's not... Anyway, but... we gotta tell Squirrel a lot. Kaza? Do you want to do the honors? You want me to go ahead?
You can go ahead. I've got someone else I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah, Noah, don't talk to Vane. He's going through a lot right now.
You look over to him.
Absolutely, like, literally still just smoking.
He's like, I can't even see him. When did we get a storm cloud inside?
Oh Lord. Okay, it's just a lot that's happened, but the main thing is we're all getting attacked by legendaries or gods. We moved away, we teleported away from this place and they blew it up. So yeah, you need to warn Squirrel that the gods here are literally trying to hurt us and make us break apart, and just we're supposed to be the bad guys and cause bad things to happen in this world.
Chomper, perhaps it would be best if you wrote this down.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, you're not doing a great job. Y'all are just like kids still, maybe. I think.
We're not trying to do anything bad.
Yeah, ergo, mission failed. Congratulations.
What can Nim sense from Noah?
Boy, that is A great question. You can smell a lot of things, and it's like kind of hard to just like isolate one thing. It's like if you smelled an entire dump at once.
Did you blacksmith with squirrel? I'm smelling metal and
Yes.
that fire from the hot saw. You did.
Yes.
So
I
he's
mean,
he's still blacksmithing. That's good. That might help him relax.
As a matter of fact, I have this. As he pulls out the breastplate. Ta-da! Now, which one of you is? Let's see.
Oh.
I took this shape, and then he poured liquid metal on me.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm fine. It was very itchy, though, and it vaporized a leather? Anyway, which one of you looked like me while I was you? As he points at Kaza. Me? Yes, you! Take this thing! Okay, it's for you! Thank you, and sorry! For what? He says it! I don't... it is for protecting you! Did he make it? Yes! Oh. Thank
Chomper.
You might want to describe it for the others, because I don't think Caldarius and Rob have watched that episode.
Correct.
Nope.
Now, what kind of metal was this again?
Damascus steel.
Oh.
Tis a Damascus steel breastplate. However, with great care, many of the wavy lines have been carefully shifted to be more of a floral pattern. The color is still the same, and all things considered, they did an excellent job preserving the quality, as they have somehow managed to finish a multi-day project in a single day with as many successes as they managed to pull out.
19 for anybody that's curious.
49 altogether, including the plans and everything else.
Yeah.
There's a really nice design in the front.
Ergo, doing it in one day has not compromised it.
The gods were really smiling on us for those roles on that day.
Maybe not the terminology.
Yeah, maybe
to
not.
use even
Yeah,
out of game right now.
No, not the
Yeah,
right wording
let's
for
break
that.
that out. Heresy. Okay, continue.
The gods were glaring down at you, is what they were doing. They weren't smiling.
Yeah,
No,
okay, glaring.
The gods spoke through the blacksmith, so you know their opinion.
Fair enough.
Chomper's looking at it and looking at the craftsmanship and how much effort went into it, and they're crying. They're crying, and they're just simply saying, "He really is." So...
He's doing great. Over where he is, everyone on his new team helped him out. Yay! Noah, not picking up the cues even a little bit.
Chomper's crying, but there's a smile, a wavering one, but it's growing. I'm glad he's doing good over there. I hope they're taking care of him. Tell him he did a really good job, from Chomper.
Okay. Yes.
Is there anything inside the armor, or did he?
Oh, I can link it for you.
Head tilt.
Explain. Noah's like, it's special things happen when I lick things. Lick things with intent.
Special things like what?
Oh, well, let's see. I could make this like cloth and light.
Sonic warned me about you.
And what negative effect would this have?
Out of character.
Well, it would be light and it would be bendy, but it would still be just as tough when it comes to physical properties.
What negative effects would this have?
No, the sign. The
Capacity.
sign. Chomper's like emphasizing, pointing at Kaza's sign over and over again. This is going on.
Noah is really not picking up on that, and he said, like, oh, well, to do that, I would take up this armor's capacity, and I could not put other big effects on it.
Let me be a little bit clearer for you. This sounds like it could be dangerous. What danger is there if you were to do this?
He is blinking and he is trying to figure out the negative, like, I don't know.
Okay, let's just run through some options. What if it stops having your little gift on it?
Then it would turn back to this, like it is right now.
And it would have no negative effects, and there would be absolutely no consequences.
I don't know. I've never had something lose my lick before.
And what if you intentionally got rid of it?
Oh, I never tried that before. Noah, what if I just say thank you and hold on to it, and then maybe you do some experiments, why not? That seems reasonable. Besides, I can do other things just instead of then turning it into Damascus cloth thingy. Okay. Could I maybe get a menu? I will make one later. Goodbye! Wait, no! Okay, I wait. As he seemed like he was getting ready to leave the room before firmly sitting back down.
Yeah, Chomper's like, wait, I gotta leave a note for Squirrel.
Okay.
Chomper's furiously jotting down notes, jotting down a note.
You mentioned capacity? Yes. What does that mean? Well, sometimes when I lick things, they can take more licks than just the one. Does that mean multiple effects? Yes. Does it cost you to lick things? I need to hold it and I need to lick it. Do you have to lick it? It is best if I do. Okay. That is a very unique way to enchant things. What's that? Enchanting, making things special.
How does your enchanting interact with the dungeon?
I've never tried that.
You've never taken an enchanted item that you've made into a dungeon?
Oh no, I was just told never to go into one because they... And he's going to pause and it checks his notes. Let's see, talk about...
Do they make you smoke like the god did?
No, it's just... Let's see. Do not kill excessively. They don't want me to get used to fighting.
What? Why can't you get used to fighting?
I don't know.
Probably
Thinking,
because
that sounds
they're
like...
scared of him.
So they hold you back from fighting. That sounds like Kaza. Why do they keep holding people back from fighting? They're like not trying to keep them from getting stronger.
I guess I'll just ask this then. Is that one from Victoria or Holly?
Oh, this one's from Holly. Apparently, she thinks fighting will make me black.
And what does that mean?
Checks notes again. The more black I am, the more aggressive and unfriendly I become.
Yeah, like you were that night when Squirrel left.
Oh no. Oh no, that was just me in shadow form. I can split up a lot more if I'm just not solid. I like being solid though, but it is a little restricted.
So, you don't know how the dungeon reacts to your things.
I have not had negative review. I've had other people who take my things, and I think they go into dungeons and they have not complained to me.
So, what kind of energy is Nim getting from Noah, if any?
Again, it's quite a lot of different ones, but primarily you're sensing decayed radiant and decayed necrotic. Whatever is buried in him is old and festering. It's like rotting meat in a sealed room.
Well, you had described what he could smell from him, but not, like, the energy or anything
It's
like
the
that.
magic equivalent of that. It is trying to dissipate, and it cannot. It is trying to... Like the formulas are gone. Like there is nothing holding it. It is like 10 different scraps of different spells mashed together in a way that doesn't work, but they're being held together because they have no room to separate.
Nim is coming over to inspect him a bit closer. You are definitely quite the interesting little one, aren't you?
Hello, giant man. Are you going to be rude to me?
I would hope not. If I
Interesting.
do cause offense, I apologize for it ahead of time.
Offense? Seems unfamiliar with this word.
Noah does not understand most things.
If I am rude to you, then it is not intentional.
Oh, this is a fun
That's
one.
weird. Everyone's rude to me. That's just how you say hello.
Not usually. It is sad to hear that you've been treated as such, though. You certainly seem to be quite the friendly sort.
Checks word. Checks notes. Yes.
You also got notes too.
I have notes for many things. I have made many checks. Things that people don't like to repeat.
Noah's kind of warming up to Chomper through the similarities. You're like, Oh, here you go. Here's the note. And, Enja, am I allowed to have taken apples from, the treeway? Just 5.
I don't see why not. I'm pretty sure Tree would allow it.
Sweet. Well, Chomper's gonna go up to him and just give the note, like offer the note, and also in their hand to reach in their backpack and pull out an apple and say, "Here, I just want to give you this for keeping Squirrel safe up till at least now."
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you. So you can keep it. It's really good. It tastes like ham.
As Noah stuffs the entire thing in his mouth, as along with the note. I have it now.
Did you taste it? You gotta taste it. I do that. I used to do that too. You should actually like chew it and let it like reach your tongue and taste the flavor and stuff. It makes it a lot better.
But if I eat it, I don't have it anymore.
Oh, yeah,
He doesn't need to breathe, so I don't think he particularly needs to eat either.
Oh, well, I guess give that to Squirrel with the note then. If you're not gonna eat it, I suppose, if it's still clean in there.
He is then pondering. Wait a minute. Did I have a thing to give you? Because he is like reaching in his mouth and like rooting around a little bit. I do. Pulls out a completely different note and hands it to Chomper. It's from you, from Squirrel. It's
from me, from Squirrel.
No,
looking
to you from Squirrel.
To me from Squirrel. Oh,
yes.
Oh, thank you. By the way, I can't tell if that's cool or gross, but cool. Let's see.
Everything is in my mouth. Everything.
So,
these quotes.
Was that armor supposed to be the apology?
Yes. Well, part. I think he wanted to make it so that he would not be susceptible to accidents.
You put a lot of work into that armor. Squirrel doesn't talk much. He does. He shows he cares by his actions. I know that's funny to say to, like, all things considered, but he really tried hard on that armor. He really feels bad for what he did. I guess that's how I feel. He didn't leave any notes at all? Just the armor?
I gave you the note.
Is this to me?
Yes.
Well, Chomper's checking the note to see if it's addressed to everybody. Is it addressed to everybody? Or is it just...
It doesn't really seem to be addressed to anyone in particular, but Noah seems to insist that it's for you. Reading it, it is written in scratchy, somewhat blocky handwriting. It seems to have been written quickly. There are many lines scratched out throughout to prevent being read. I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt anyone. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to be a problem. But I needed to leave to stop hurting you all. To stop being a burden and a problem. I'm not good at this, writing these thoughts out. I hope Kaza understands that I'm sorry. I hope that you know that I'm sorry. I know you all will come for me someday and the rest of the line is scratched out. I'll get better. I'll do better. I'll be good enough to be your teammate, even if I'm not ever well. The ink has run out at the spot from fluids dropping on the paper. Sorry, squirrel.
The paper is shaking in Chomper's hands. Glad you read that. I wouldn't say I want to say probably Chomper will read that out loud. He's really trying. Chomper's just saying under his breath that you're already a part of this team. And they're just trying to, just basically take deep breaths as they just, feel sad for the pain their friend is going through.
Noah spits out a second piece of paper. Ooh, I don't remember eating this. As he will clear his throat, look it up and down, and to just like raise an eyebrow. Okay, why not? Whistles the breeze with morning sun. Dawn's first light making even dullest colors bright. Unfurl the shadows, let the new day's sound take hold. A newfound journey about to unfold. A moment's pure, crisp, still the soul. A moment's serenity, whispering tales untold. The world awakens anew within your soul. It's just a wonderful morning, and that's all. And that is all. May it fill you with confidence and bring cheer to you all. Sometimes all we need, even if brief, of bliss. A perfect morning, another shall come after this.
Chomper is not going to read that one, but is going to hand it off whoever will take it.
I think Noah read that out.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Like he was like scrutinizing and then saying, "Okay, I'll read it."
Chomper is scribbling another note.
Which causes just like looking at him because Noah sure is a lot.
Chomper hands Noah another note. Doesn't take as long to write this one.
Okay. Into my mouth you go. Into my mouth. He will also put this into his mouth. Do you really have to put everything there? It's how I hold things. I don't have pockets. You could get a bag. No, thank you. Well, okay then.
Oh, it looks like Fantasy Grounds servers have gone down.
Ooh. Oh no.
At least I got disconnected, and there's no, the lobby server's completely empty.
Were you guys able to just see my roll?
Yeah.
You got a 1.
Yeah, okay, we can see each other rolling still.
Yeah, I'm still in.
Yeah.
Out of it.
Weird.
Weird that I got kicked out.
That was based around when they.
Why?
That is.
I'm still here.
I'm still standing.
Very strange.
Yeah.
God, no.
Yeah, it's from the anime.
I can still see ZGF Zim in the top, but your icon is blank.
Oh, yeah.
That is weird.
It says that ZGF Zim is disconnected on my end.
Oh.
Yeah,
unless you
we can't
jump
see
past
the in and out.
Vein and then I can see it. I've got a grey square for him with his name underneath.
Oh no! I mean, like people entering and leaving the lobby. That's on the.
Oh
GM
yeah,
side
no,
of
yeah.
things.
We cannot. We plebeians cannot see that.
None shall see me. Though
Noah
my
read a
Patrick may
poem
keep
and
me away.
crashed Fantasy Grounds. God, this little gremlin can make so many quotes.
Amazing.
It's just broken for me right now. I've tried restarting.
Weird.
Yeah,
Try restarting Steam.
I don't run it through Steam.
But like,
Oh,
Yeah, he runs it on the client.
oh yeah, because he actually has the original. Yeah, okay. Oh, did she?
Yes.
More
Did
influence?
you? Oh, fuck.
Oh, right, that one. Boy, that might have some weird consequences, but that one. You know what? Alright, let's see what happens. Gimmon sure is invested in this session. So, two things happen. There is a ball building up in the room. Before it splits off into two. One going to Vane and one going to Nim.
All right. The moment that a ball appeared, Vane immediately moved behind Kaza. Because Kaza knows Protect. So if this is another explosive, he wants to be behind the person who could use Protect.
Yes, I'd imagine Scruff's also coming in close.
No,
to which,
Scruff
yes.
is doing the opposite. Scruff is standing in front of Kaza.
Fair enough. Kaza is
standing in front of the closest person,
which is probably Nim. Now, Kaza does use Protect. However, Nim, and probably Chomper, just due to proximity, are now soaked with water. And that's it. And the ball, upon interacting with the other group, was 100% fairy energy and 0 attack power.
Huh. What does that do to dragon types? Oh no.
No damage. It's like you got that fairy therapy again.
Oh.
Is it still going to like affect through the Protector?
As this was a non-attacking move with certain properties, yes. As well, at least for the time being, you are back to neutral, Vane. We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah. Especially because the first thought going through his mind about it is just going to be, whoever did this didn't talk to Sigmund first. I don't know if this is going to fuck me up, but hey, at least I'm not filled with anxiety about it right now, so...
As Kaza and Scruff are curiously elated, but being this happy is also starting to give Kaza anxiety because he can't remember something being just this, air quotes, good, so he's starting to think that something's gone wrong. So it's like nervous, worried smile, but he can't not smile at the moment.
As both of you are enveloped in a big-ass Chomper hug, as Chomper cannot help himself but finally be able to hug the both of you, as they notice the shadow is gone, and are taking the opportunity with a strong surge of the urge to give you that hug they wanted to give you, but they were keeping away from you due to the stuff and the sign and not wanting to anger you. They're gonna just go ahead and give you a hug because they hope it will help, and they're feeling really happy right now, and they want to show you they love you.
Vane is going to ignore this for the time being, and then immediately, just kind of go, all right, Kaza, this is the fairy treatment thing earlier that I got, and I saw you afterwards. I don't think that you were I don't think you're rated for that. This is what gets me to neutral. You are... That's...
nice. Chomper's talking into your freaking feathers, still hugging you while you're talking.
Well, I don't think did Chomper get hit with it, or was it?
No, he was hit by the water ball, but I think he has spotted his moment.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just call it a placebo effect at this point.
Yeah, Chomper, you didn't really get hit with it.
But I'm so happy I get to hug you. Are you better now?
I'm going to be better for probably, maybe the last time it lasted about 15 minutes? Maybe 20?
The dog kind of stops. 20 minutes? Oh, so you're not? This is just temporary?
Yes, I got this treatment before, and then found out that Kaza might be killed, or missing an arm in the future, and then, well...
Excuse me?
Really? I need to note that. What? Which arm?
This was Scruff's vision of you.
Oh. Hey, could you tell Squirrel we might need a gauntlet too? Which arm, left or right?
I don't know if Scruff is in a state to answer anything right now.
Scruff has gone somewhere? Question mark.
Wait, what?
And on that note, Noah is missing too.
It's like Squirrel's still here. I miss him. Anywho, where the heck is Scruff? Where did Noah go? Can anyone stay in one room? And that's funny hearing it from me, but...
Nim's gonna stand up using prestidigitation to dry himself. Not sure where that came from, but interesting.
Yeah, I'm just...
So you are normal now then, Vane?
Yeah. If you ever...
At least that's what I've been told. I am now where other people are normally.
Yeah, this is...
Which means that the Kaza and likely Scruff right now are going through probably the pure concentrated happiness that they can't control, and it's probably kind of bad for them.
Oh. We should probably get them then. They probably
Is
just want to...
Kaza missing?
Uh-oh.
No, Kaza isn't missing. Noah is.
Yeah.
It has, immediately gone before that ball even touched you. It's like he saw that and decided, nah, I'm out.
Well, in that case, Vane is just going to be checking on Kaza, because Kaza is likely, like,
freaking out just a little bit.
Just a little bit. In the happiest way possible.
Yeah. It's a good freak out, if such a thing were to exist.
Okay. Kaza, how's it going there?
This is weird.
All right,
I
you
felt
know what?
that too. Here. Hands Kaza an apple.
You don't understand.
No?
No,
These
you don't
really
understand.
happy. They look really
What
happy.
is the happiest you have ever felt in your life?
Something's coming to mind, but I don't know. I felt pretty happy not too long ago when I was, with Kaza and Nim at the treeway.
All right. And now multiply that by multiple times and then enforce it, no matter what's going on.
Looks over at Kaza. That is a rather big smile.
We could tell Kaza just about anything right now, and he would probably find a quote-unquote good or happy way to interpret it.
Kaza, like, rubbing his face a little, like, as if he's trying to find some way to turn the smile off, and it is not working.
Oh god, he got hit by the Joker gas. This is not a...
Oh no, why would you say that?
That's what I'm imagining. Jesus.
All right, this is just going to be for an example. Kaza, do you think you would mind if me and Rallus got into a fight?
Well, as long as you're careful about... Stop.
Yeah, you see?
How do we help?
My current idea is probably bring him to Sigmund so Sigmund can jack him filled with dark type energy to counterbalance the fairy type energy. Because yeah, I don't think Kaz is comfortable with this.
This sounds like this might be the answer. As Chomper looks over at Nim. I don't know how I feel about it either, but yeah, he doesn't look too good.
All right. I'm not too thrilled on that idea, but Kaza, it is safe to teleport within this world, yes? As long as we do not leave it?
I can take you there. There are methods.
Okay, well...
I am also capable of teleporting about.
Oh, good. Good. That's great. That's so good.
Alright, we shall be right back.
Hey, no. You are not leaving without me.
Let's all go.
Well then, everyone, hold on. And he's just gonna step over to Sigmund's house.
Change places! And screen swipe. Good Sigmund house.
Yep. Probably right by the front door again.
Notably, Nim does still have the staff. Just for the record.
Yay!
Tree.
He's not quite trusting Sigmund to return tree yet.
All right, Vane is immediately going to bang on the door.
I mean,
Is the door replaced?
Notably, Sigmund will respond much faster. Ah, Vane, good. No, you.
Yeah, okay, look, don't care. Right now, someone decided to, unannounced and without showing themselves, try to hit me with the same level of fairy treatment that had actually cut through my spiral, and Kaza and Scruff got hit with it.
Aha. Alright, I've got something for that. If I may. He is looking to Vane for permission.
All right. I guess go ahead.
Good job, Sigmund.
He is going to tap Kaza's shoulder, and his hand is enveloped in darkness, and Kaza's smile sure does stop pretty fast as Sigmund just raises his hand, and like where he was touching was paler than it was beforehand, as he like seems to wipe it off. Is it like, oh, I'm a little cold now, actually.
Horrifying.
All right.
Do you feel normal? I want a blanket, but yes, I guess.
I shall go
Sorry.
look for Scruff.
Yeah, I just felt it probably wasn't safe to have you like that.
Nim is going to step back to the room and sniff out where Scruff went.
Alright.
Scruff is fucking gone.
Okay, how so though? in which ways and where?
Sigmund will roll his eyes and say, "Might I have my staff back?"
Oh, Nim already teleported away.
Bastard.
You're gone and sniffing.
Well, I should be able to find my student fairly easily enough.
Nim's just following Scruff's trail.
Alright. Well, there is a scent to follow. I suppose roll with an additional 2 dice.
Can I roll for trying not to get caught by going through different smells?
Yes, as you are indeed a wilderness boy, you do know how to not leave tracks.
He do also have smell sensor. He knows what to look for and what makes things difficult.
Also correct. Alright, let's see it.
That's a terrible roll.
Well, he's...
I can't remember what his specific expertise gives him in the way of dice.
Expertise, or wait, no, you mean
the bonus one.
It gives you an additional dice.
specialty?
I do believe.
A specialty gives you a bonus dice, yes.
Yes. Seem to have misplaced that specialty on my list of things.
So you would be making a subterfuge roll. And I'm going to willpower that. I don't like that result.
Oh boy.
That's better.
Alright.
Oh,
Darn.
I'm willpowering mine. And for a worse result, fantastic.
I think maybe you should have just sold that one.
Well, I believe that Nim was able to find you.
Now, let's see. Because someone else is also looking for Scruff. Interesting. That's all right then. That's didn't know how. Never mind. Doesn't matter. All right, Scruff. In the midst of your runnings, something familiar is within sight. Small glowing hexagonal plates. An incomplete light screen that seems to form a small trail.
He'll follow it. That's safe. He'll follow that.
All right. With your dashing, it does lead you to the old Delphox, who seems to have relocated himself and just says like, "All right, howdy there, Scruff. You seem to be having a miserable time."
Scruff doesn't say anything, but just kind of stops where he can see Sigmund and hunkers down against whatever cover he has.
He's going to raise his hand and let out a small dark orb. Touch that and I can banish whatever external happiness has been foisted upon you. And he's just going to like float it over, and it starts floating past Scruff rather than at him.
There's quite an obvious hesitation as he's kind of vibrating from paw to paw, and then nudges his just full on, like swings himself around and boops against it.
Boop.
All right, it's cold, and for a moment, it's just miserable before that dark bubble just pops and like. Well, thanks. As you're an ice type, you're not discomforted from the otherwise chill as like a Dementor just touched you, but you're normal. You're cool. All right, you're cool. Cool. You're normal.
Scruff takes a moment and is at the least is no longer feeling the many conflicting emotions that were pulling him in different directions, and is now just oh. He is stable. He is feeling one emotion. It is not a positive emotion, but it is no longer dragging him all over the place.
Sigmund is just going to say, drink some water. You know where to find me. As he leaves, leaving a cup of water all around.
Scruff, like a cat, wedges his entire face into the cup.
It is perfectly normal, slightly cool water.
He's just going to stare like a cat. He's just now sitting in the woods with his face wedged into a glass of water, drinking it. This is normal.
All right. You could either follow Sigmund or stay as you are. However, I suppose at this point,
He'll follow Sigmund.
Yep. All right. Fair enough.
With the glass stuck on his face, because it's the only way he can carry things.
Sigmund will kinesis the cup. Nim, you arrive to see the pair of them. Ah, you.
Yes. Hello.
Sorry, this one is one of my proteges. I have some inclinations towards him.
Not a problem, as long as he was found and helped. Might we have a word?
Sure. As Sigmund disappears the cup, Scruff, you go on ahead. This might get personal.
Let me know if we can help. Thank you.
Oh, noted.
Scruff's gonna give Nim just a long sideways look that's not particularly friendly, and then he's gonna go off back towards the slow route towards the library.
All right. Let's hear then.
I feel that we have gotten off on the wrong foot. Going up against gods does take a team effort. I do not believe darkness alone will be able to pull it off. That said, the light does not necessarily work best alone either. Perhaps we could work together to create something that would achieve the goal while leaving the world itself intact.
Interesting.
Chopper is there, right?
No.
No.
I suppose if you kept following Nim, but I think he teleported.
Yeah, he teleported back to the library.
Gotcha.
So you have lost track.
Drat.
Besides, Nim would have wanted this private anyways.
I see. I expected you to be more stubborn about this, but right. My attention.
Well, my oath is to protect life and to kindle the light, among other things. My concern and worry about the darkness that I was feeling from your basement is that it is a force of only destruction. And I worry for this world and the lives of those in it. However, I personally do not necessarily have an issue with such energies being used if they have the guidance of the light to go with them.
I have a complex relationship with light.
You were breaking out there.
I have a complex relationship.
Complex relationship with the light?
Yes.
Perhaps we could discuss this. We clearly see the world in different ways. I've been to many a world. I'm not sure how traveled you are. I definitely do not know all of the workings of this world. However, I definitely would like assistance in learning it. I do want to help this group, especially learning about what these legendaries intend for them. I want to help them. But I'm not going to be able to do that alone. What is your history with the light? Let's start there, if you don't mind sharing.
Well, actually, I do. I'm not one to open up so easily, and which I know. I have my plans, and they are progressing in time, but I shall not conflict with you unnecessarily, but I will continue to do as I... Before Tree pipes up, "Oh, he was married to it! And then they stopped. It was crazy. I've never seen someone stop being best friends forever." Tree, please.
Nim just raises a brow. Well, it seems the fox is out of the bag here.
Will not be elaborating on that, because I would have to be supplying more information, but you are not correct, Tree. But you were happy. I mean, kind of. I think. I was pampered a while. No, I will not be having this conversation. Good day. As Sigmund leaves in a little bit of a huff.
Nim will be following. What does it hurt to share this with a potential ally?
I prefer my privacy.
That is fair. But trust is important when we're working together.
Then I shall earn that trust with my professional attitude and competence. You will come to realize that I am a necessity.
That he is what?
That I am a necessity.
Then in that case, perhaps you can at least share some more about the way this world works.
That much can be done. So, where do we begin then? It's pretty different. Where you've come from. From many worlds that you have come from. Oh yes, I used to have Sigmund come with me on adventures. He used to have a friend. They were such good friends. Tree. It was CL. Once upon a time, they were the bestest of teams. Well, not maybe not quite. It was more like a you and Graham situation, but they were still working. No. He was like a cross between Graham and Craig.
One sec.
Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Fauna
Oh
often
my.
rated my stream with 5 viewers.
Fauna, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in. I really appreciate that raid. I hope you had a great stream. You guys have come into the middle of Lost in Chaos Scar, one of our Pokemon campaigns. Thank you so much for that raid and for sharing your community with me. We've got lots of different games throughout the week, so do hit that follow button, everybody. And for those already here, go check out Fauna.
Thanks for the raid.
Yes.
Hey.
Repeat what you had just said, please. Oh, right. We're saying
when Tree was starting to talk.
Yeah.
And like spilling more of Sigmund's private backstory. Oh, it was like you and Graham. Well, no, not quite. You and Cray? No. Back then, when he was much smaller, he was like some crossbreed between like the frowny Graham and Cray. And CL was you! And they were a team, and I was going along with them as a staff and a means of transportation, and I took them all sorts of places, with CL going in, and Sigmund was always yelling at him and doing the smart thing, and like fixing things. It was great! It was so good! And then one day he just stopped and said like, oh no, I can't be on your team anymore, and then left. And then, like, a while later, the big person showed up and, like, asked me, and you know how it all goes. Except Sigmund was there, like, he was watching, and he was so mad. Because apparently, that person was his bestest friend forever. And it was so tragic, because he took out a thing and stabbed them directly in the throat. It was fucking wild. Oh no, I swore. I'm sorry. I didn't know you could do that to your best friend forever. I didn't know you could be violent upon them.
That is not typically what friends do. No. But Tree, if he wishes for his history to be private, we should respect that. However, I am open to listening, Sigmund.
His frown could not be bigger.
I think it's a little too late for that.
Once again, I will not elaborate, but you are incorrect, Tree. That was from your perspective. Then give me context! No. But you smiled sometimes! I didn't, you lie. I know you can do it! Wrong, incorrect.
Oh.
One thing I will say about my daughter is that she definitely is a very good judge of character.
Come on! We worked together for so long! Every day I witness you, I am reminded of my guilt. What does that mean? Mind.
Nim's just looking at Sigmund.
Fuck. Fine. Alright. A little more inspiration then. I know a lot about the gods, more so than most ever will, because I was their favorite, let's say. I was once upon a time known as Saint. I could commune directly with them and learn a lot about them, as I was allowed into the divine realm while I was still alive. However, I did not earn their favor with faith. I did not sing their praises. I was interesting to them. I was interesting enough to stand out amongst the sea of all these people. My coat helped a bit pose, along with some other thing. They each have their quirks, after all.
Could you speak up a bit? Discord's
All
following
right.
you in a little bit.
From the beginning, or where did I cut off?
Just that last line.
Alright. My coat helped a bit in that regard, I suppose. I am what is referred to as a shiny, a deviant coloration. That is rather rare. Another Delphox would have more warm colors, I suppose. These suit me quite well. And after a point, the one that had chosen me, so to say, did something unforgivable. And in turn, when they turned around and asked me to forgive them, because he's going to pause. Nim, I'm going to need you to roll. What is it? Negotiation. To get him to keep talking, because he looks like he's already spoken more than he wanted to.
All right.
Wow. Gods are frowning upon your dice today, Sim.
God.
I believe that's a 10?
I do believe so.
Because I haven't used one yet. I'm going to re-roll that one.
A gleaming
enlightenment.
Tanya Sapien tipped $25. Is so
You get segments to keep talking.
Tanya, thank you so very much for that tip. Thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate that.
Oh boy.
You were saying?
You somehow managed to coax Sigmund into continuing to talk. I parted ways because I knew that they were the jealous type tree. It doesn't look like it was enough, so it, in all technicality, is my fault that you blew up. Because I didn't cut things off fast enough. They were still jealous that I'd spent some of my time with someone else.
I don't believe that tree holds you responsible at all. You did not do that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tree, but...
Nah, you are being silly. You are young and lack a great deal of maturity. Pardon me if I don't quite take your word as law.
I wouldn't necessarily call her young.
Naive then. We'll just leave it at naive.
I suppose we can accept that a bit.
Sigmund. No, you know that is not enough. Why did you pick them as your BF? Why did you pick them as your best friend forever? There were a lot of perks to it. You didn't love them? No. Not even a little bit? I don't believe in that. No!
If you don't, then why do you still stay with Tree? Why have you kept Tree safe all these years?
Guilt, I suppose. That and they are useful. Sigmund, you know better. I have been with you for a very long time. You do not just pity people. You even still go to other places to help the bigger trees, the me's in other places. I know we are still friends. Because even when we parted ways, you kept my branch. You did not say goodbye, not for real. Yeah, and that was probably my mistake. No. Enough of this.
Sometimes the truth is hard to hear, Sigmund.
I still don't understand why you're making someone else your best friend forever. I can't believe in all this time you still don't understand what a powerful Vader Kill 10 spite can be. I understand plenty, and perhaps you are not wrong that is indeed like 80% of your being. Maybe, but there's still some good. You're taking a lot of liberties there, Tree. Okay, maybe 90% is bitterness and guilt and spite, but there is some good. I know it. You're a doctor. Yep. Why are you a doctor? Because just to keep CL alive, I had to pull some miracles out of my ass. Those miracles being keeping his body alive. You know how much healing and things I had to reattach to his body, and then he would immediately just get right back into it.
But
not untrue.
But why would you care to do that in the first place?
Well, that is because CL... Shut your mouth right now, Tree.
I'm afraid she does not have a mouth to shut in this form.
CL was his one and only friend forever, for as long as I have known them. Until you just said to fuck off, and then just left and broke up the team. Why are you friends with him? I refuse to elaborate. Refuse. Tell! Never.
I think he is still friends. I think he cares.
What a good day! You're still friends! I throat chopped him and slammed his face into the floor. Affectionately, I believe.
Oh, you should see some of the things Gulkasa put me through. If you think that's bad.
I don't know who that is.
Does Nim still have his, telepathy stuff that he can send?
As I believe that was part of your awakening thing, perhaps to a limited degree.
I just want to send along, the scene of, Nim getting sucker punched through multiple doors and walls.
Sure, go ahead.
Plus, he is psychic type, so, that helps.
Yep.
He's just gonna do that.
Yep. As Sigmund receives the memory, it just seems confused. Oh, hold on. A Marten comes out to help you with your telepathy.
Oh, God.
That is the thing. Yes, there it is.
Are we really introducing the Talkie and Talkie network here again?
You
Please,
are
no.
still their client.
True.
Now, they've not gotten set up here.
Please no.
No,
Not here.
don't want to deal with that fucking contract again.
They will.
I don't
They
know
will
what's
not
going
be
on.
setting up here. But
Talked about this a while back.
they are with Nim.
Don't
But
teach
unless
my
he has
hamster
another
to
Marten,
suck
they'll
eggs.
not be explicitly the thing. Good night, drunk dragon era.
Good night, Era.
Oh my.
Night era.
Carceros is right. They probably do take the force of furries in this world if they were here.
Yep. Bird network. But no.
We'd have to go through Noah all the time if that was the case.
There is influence, if you wish to do that.
Alright, let's check it out.
Good night,
The
Era.
ferrets. The influence just says ferret.
Alright. Sigmund also gets advertisements for Natsu Cygnus's excavations. Why is there an advertisement in your memory? This is a Marten Talkie and Talkie special. Fuck off. Fuck off, I shall.
Anyways, yeah, sometimes friends will fight. Sometimes they'll punch you through multiple walls. But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that you're not still friends. If anything, sometimes those can make the friendship stronger at the end.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Like getting shot in the head.
I am inclined to disagree.
Fades
But-
away into the wind. As Chomper's not there. I swear if I die, I'm gonna haunt Sigmund like Ghost Nappa. Just throwing that out there.
You can disagree with a friend's actions and still be friends.
Vane. Sorry, that's a bad one. I got allergies.
And sometimes those friends need a bit of a, wake-up call. Sometimes that wake-up call needs to be a bit more physical.
Interesting. Sigmund, tell us more! No. No, I've already been exposed enough so that I don't want to see you again, Tree. Stay happy with your father, and good day and good life. Don't be like that. I'm gonna be like that. You have expressly ignored my wishes. Nim, am I in trouble?
No, I believe you've done well.
Yes. Good.
And I don't believe that he actually means that.
You don't mean it. I kind of mean it. Kind of. Then, in no uncertain terms, I pretty well damn mean it. No.
Not buying it.
He's so mad at me.
No, he just seems to be a bit grumpy. You definitely did hit the nail on the head there. Either way, I would like to work with you instead of against you. One moment.
Sapient cheered with 250 eggy bitties. He just needs a hug.
Thank you for the biddies, Tanya. Either way, working together will benefit both of us far more than it would working individually. Do you disagree with that assessment? Enja?
He takes a deep breath and breathes out through teeth. No, I do not disagree. So we shall each stick to our method of operation at least.
I was thinking more collaborate.
All right.
Now, another thing I did want to discuss with you is this darkness that seems to be attached to Vane. I've been told that some energy that I have might be able to help him.
That will not be required for much longer. I have a different method to be suitable. Rather, more suitable for him.
Is it going to open him up to being friends with his team?
It will make it easier to facilitate that, yes.
Granted, provided his team can, you know. There is a lot of work to be done between them all.
Yes, there is.
Are you on board with assisting me in bringing them to not follow in the steps that these legendaries have in mind for them?
Yes, that much I can. That much I can do.
In that case, we need to help them be friends. To trust each other. Just as you and CL once did. Regardless of what you claim about that.
Sigmund is so pissed.
But he cannot disagree with them. Which probably only makes him angrier. But still.
There's a non-0% chance that he will put tree next to a fireplace. And just leave.
So, would you mind giving me the rundown of this world and how it works?
Sure. Now, do you want to off-screen that as he basically explains the world?
I kind of want it to be on screen, but we can come back to it. Let the others have, roleplay time and stuff.
Yeah.
That way it also makes sure that I do know exactly what Nim does and does not know.
Yep.
I know exactly what Chomper's doing.
Still hugging Vane?
Nope. That has ceased. They are currently looking for the missing party member. Scruff has not been found. So, avidly, Chomper's going into the location they last went to, and they're sniffing out, and they're looking at the floor to see any kind of ice trails. They are trying to look for Scruff. They're not really so much, panicked, but the PTSD of Paz is still there. And they just want to make sure that Scruff is okay, especially if they got hit by that fairy stuff. After seeing Casa. So.
Gruff, after his talk with Sigmund and Sigmund helping him out, is currently taking the scenic route back to the library. Avoiding the town, he's just going to go through the woods.
Real quick, I probably should have done this already, considering, that was a great moment for cutting. But let's go ahead and split up the recordings real quick.
Good idea.
And Scruff died.
Stanley died again.
So, thank you everybody for joining us so far today on the stream. This has been Lost in Chaos Scar. While I'm not going to have the credits running again until after the main PC's back, I did at least get this screen going, so yay! Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our There's actually supposed to be music playing, and... well, it looks like it's playing. I can't hear it, but it looks like it's playing. So, yeah, anyways. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. You keep this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around, as well as coming by, hanging out, and you could also help out by grabbing some merch at zgfgaming.store, or by using our Humble Bundle partner link. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Duke, keep it rad.
Have a great time, Zone.